really?
The
kindness games.
Overtime.
Oh my God, it's muted.
Oh, was that super quiet?
Did you turn your volume down?
No,
we'll have to
I
do it
just,
again.
I just like hit my like little falsetto overtime.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Was it good? That was like my restraint. Also, my wife just came home, so she'll be like,
She's like, thank you, Tim, for not doing it really loud.
what she doesn't know doesn't make her uncomfortable. So
She's a good sport.
she is.
It'd be crazy to be married to me. That'd be dope. Hey, what are we doing today?
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
We have some new peeps too.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
Hey, Kelsey, why don't you read off the list of the alumni just so people know who's done their 30 posts?
Yeah. All right. So let's see. We have 27 alumni now. Super exciting.
Woo.
First, Tim Wenzel. I don't know where you are on the screen, so I'll just point around. Second is Lee Otten. I'm third. Jason Sikora is fourth. Josh Ledesma is fifth. Brandon Tan is sixth. Jay McDermott is 7. Steve D'Onofrio is 8.
D'Onofrio.
I know.
D'Onofrio.
Sorry. Playground Bill Massey is number 9. Kathleen Ferris, Coach Cat, is 10. 11 is Sue Ginsburg. 12 is Kekishan Dedwani. 13, Paul Moxness. 14 is Kunle Palemo. 15 is Abhijit Kumar. 16 is Eric Briggs. That was Tim's impression.
Best name in security.
Absolutely. Brinks.
17 is Carlos Francisco.
Ooh, that was good.
That was really good.
I tried. 18 is Janina Linka. 19 is Lisa Oliveri. 20, Angela Scalpello. Super cool. Friends back to back. 21, Christopher Stitt. 22, Elisa Mula. 23, Min Karianis. 24, Heidi Tripp. 25, Wanda Townsend. And the 2 newest, 26 is Margot Cash, and 27 is Sarah Marie Baumgartner.
Woohoo!
And they finished on the same day. They were like neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I still wish they did their joint kindness together for their 30 days.
I know. That was a missed opportunity. Like I almost thought like, ooh, I should message them. But then I was like, that would be kind of like setting it up and that would be weird, right?
True, right? It's like who comes first,
I just
though?
tried to give them an opportunity to succeed on their own, and they missed it.
It's crazy. 27 people. Can you believe it?
That's awesome. That's
So cool.
And we have what, over 70 people total participating?
Yeah,
So
we have
crazy.
70 people right now as of today. Not bad considering this was an accidental thing that started a little less than a year ago. So last September.
The goal's still 100 by the end of the year, though.
Well, you know what? We may be able to do it. Let me go into some highlights. Journeys to watch. So we have one person, Janet Fenner, in her 20s, not age, unfortunately, but numbers. Oh, was that unkind? Sorry, Janet. I didn't mean it that way. But she's taking her time. She's really enjoying the process. So she may be in her 20s for a little while. But last week, we just had 2 people finish, Margot and Sarah, as we spoke about. But then we've got some movers and shakers. We have Patrick Fitzgibbons, the best voice in the kindness games. Absolute best.
Ever
Radio
heard on
voice.
earth. I'm like, he's a TED Talk guy. He's like, oh my goodness. I just love to hear him talk. It's great.
Yeah. He sounds like a freaking radio DJ. But yeah, best voice ever. He's at 17, which is awesome. Carla Eisenberg, who we just found out about yesterday, is also at 17. Yeah, we had no idea she was going until like day 17. So that's pretty awesome.
Super cool.
We have Diana Keeble, our first from Australia at 9 posts.
She's super consistent too.
Mhm.
Every day, busting
Yeah.
it out.
Love the messages too.
And she is the only person to do a unicorn themed The Kindness Games.
Very
I
cool.
think that's special.
See, I think it's so cool what everybody brings to the table. Everybody has their own spin on it.
Yep.
She's
It's
making
very
it her
nice.
own for sure.
Mike Gips, the great Gips, he's at 5. Jake Edwards is at 1. And okay, so
Yay!
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Normally, people don't catch me off guard starting the kindness games. I generally know somebody's coming in, right? I hear the chatter usually. Somebody's talking about it. Not only did Jake surprise me, he did it on a call he was on with me. We were Zooming
So cool.
and recording it for a different purpose. And he was like, I'm doing the kindness games. I was like, what? Caught me off guard. I had to scramble so that when it became my turn to share, I could do it the kindness games post. So hats off to you, Jake.
That was awesome.
That was cool. Connie Ryan just started posting yesterday, I believe, and she was brought in by our newest alumni, Sarah Baumgartner. So, like Sarah, killing it. Not only did you finish your 30 days, you did less than a week later your first overtime post and started somebody new.
And Sarah Marie, you've been, supporting Jake too to participate, kind of challenging him a little bit. So good
That's
for
true.
you.
Actually, I think even though Jake and I are friends, I don't think he started because of me. I think he started because of Sarah.
Sometimes the gentle nudges along our journey is needed from multiple people. So
That's true.
it's all good.
And then the last one that's just started today, Dean McKay,
Yay!
a friend through the wild. And Coach Kat and I started him off with his first post. So if you haven't seen that,
Awesome.
check that out. Lots of fun. So over this past 2 weeks, we have had 5 people start. Isn't that awesome?
That's incredible.
4 of them in the last week, in the last 5 days. The kindness games is building steam again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if people are finally getting to the end of summer and they're looking towards the end of the year. I don't know if it's like the variants and the promises of a new lockdown. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, I need to be kind. I need to figure this out. I don't know, but it's pretty awesome. I am loving that so many people have jumped in like a 5-day period. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I think it's overwhelmingly exciting, right? There are so many people that are curious about it, don't know how to get involved, or saw something or watching and they bring it up to one of us or someone that's an alumni or even a participant. So I think it's super cool because a lot of people are curious, and I feel like it starts with curiosity, right? And they either want to jump in or they want to know more about it. But once people learn about what the kindness games is and what the purpose is, I think a lot of people really just want to jump right in. So I give everybody credit for jumping in because it's an awesome journey, but also 30 days, get after it. It's a force.
Yeah. And Gips, he just jumped in. He thought you had to be nominated. You don't need to be nominated.
No nominations.
We did find out that Kelsey was actually spreading that disinformation. So LinkedIn canceled her. But
false.
Yeah. Sometimes these founders.
I nominate everybody right now.
I was seriously going to say, this is your nomination. If you're watching this and you're going to invite yourself in,
you're in.
Bring somebody along with you on the journey. Makes it even more fun and exciting. Like Kelsey said earlier, it's been cool to see all these new people coming on and just the variance of their voices and how they're sharing their journey and who they're recognizing is super cool. And then what I love seeing on LinkedIn is the organicness of the conversations back and forth on everyone's post. Because again, it's almost like, to your point, Tim, why, I don't like to say why, but what's happening, what's propelling people to do this. People want to be kind. They need a community.
It's true. I do fully understand that summer is a very busy time, especially your
Yeah.
first summer kind of out of lockdown. So
Yeah.
I get why it did slow down a little
Sure.
bit. But hey, you know what? If you have been thinking about getting into the kindness games, but you're not sure how to start, here's a couple things. One, reach out to myself, Kathleen, Kelsey, Kekashan, or Lee. Ping us on LinkedIn. Call us if you have our number and be like, hey, how do I get involved? Not only will we tell you how to get involved, we're going to jump on a Zoom with you and we are going to kick you off personally with a joint kindness. But if you don't know us and you know somebody else who has done the kindness games, reach out to them. They will let you know all about it. And I'm pretty sure that they will jump on a Zoom and get you kicked off as well. So I love getting people's journeys kicked off with a joint kindness post. I think it kind of like helps them. They get kind of welcomed in. They're not all on their own. And then a lot of times I'm like, you want to go first? They're like, no, you go first. And so I can be insane. And they're like, that guy's nuts. So I'll sound way better after I go. Which,
It's fine. The bar's here. I only got to jump over a little bit. It's okay.
It's all in good fun.
Absolutely.
So I will leave everybody with this last thing. If you're the Kindness Games alumni, I'm throwing out a challenge. Over the last 5 days, I have personally kicked off 3 people on their journey with a joint kindness. Jake Gibbs and Dean McKay. But over the last 2 weeks, I've done 4, if you count Diana Keeble. And guess what? Over the next week, there's going to be at least 2 more than I have on the calendar. And I have 2 more possibles that are kind of like, I may be in, I may not be in. So essentially, I could finish this month with 8 to 9 new journeys I've kicked off.
It's awesome.
How many have you kicked off? I challenge each the Kindness Games alumni to kick off 2 this month. Find somebody who wants to participate, who's been kind of on the fence, give them the resources, jump on a Zoom and get them going. What do you guys say?
I say absolutely. That's 54 more participants, which gets us to 75% of our goal of trying to get to 100 people by the end of the year. And you never know, those 2 individuals that you choose to reach out to, they probably need your support in the community right now.
You know, back in the day, to do something amazing like this, you used to have to sell Amway, but it's way easier now with Zoom. You just have to call somebody who's predisposed to kindness and say, hey, do you want to do this? You don't even have to go and sell products. So I'm just saying, way easier than what your parents had to do.
Sell candy door to door. No, I think it's super cool. I think 2 people is definitely achievable, attainable. Even if you have to plan out those people, or if they're family members, it doesn't take a whole meeting, right, to start them. Just get them in the same room as you, or coworkers, or old professors, or mentors, anybody. It doesn't have to be coworkers. It doesn't have to be people in your industry. It doesn't have to be friends or family. It can be anybody. So entice people, tell them what the Kindness Games is, and share your journey with them, because I think that's the most telling story, honestly. Yeah. I think by me doing my 30 days and continuing, I was getting so much energy in the morning when I was recording my post, because I do mine in the morning. Whereas, I don't know, if you want to do it midday, if you want to do it lunch break, Tim's the guy to talk about planning posts, because clearly he has a lot of people onboarded. But I say jump right in.
Yeah, and you know, the funny thing is these people have been reaching out to me, which is awesome. But every time somebody reaches out with a question, I offer, hey, do you want me to do your first one with you? And I've never had somebody say no. I think it really helps people get across the starting line and get comfortable with how this works. So.
And I want to say one more thing before we finish up, because I think it's really important. So you went back to what you said, Kelsey, and Tim, you've said this multiple times. It's the story of our journeys. Yeah. And, you know, Tim, for you and Lee, not that Kelsey, Kekashan, and I and all the alums don't have really super cool stories. There are stories. But when people get to talk with you, Tim and Lee, and hear you both could have not been kind humans, because you've been through a lot, and your story of coming from a space of kindness and sharing that with your community and continuously serving from a space of kindness. I mean, who would not want to continue on that journey to learn from both of you, especially gentlemen who are out there in the security industry? We'll take anyone from any industry. I really think about like the storytelling for me though, when I get on with people, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Now I have a choice to lean in and be kind and be a kind human. So I just want to
I
share
will
that.
say that we have a massive following. So security is the industry it started off in. We have a lot of people from the coaching industries, which Coach Cat comes from, who have jumped in. We have a massive following from people in the HR industry, yet I don't think we have any that have jumped in. Come on, you want to.
Our Access Canada colleagues.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So yeah, exciting times, more to come. And this has been the scoreboard for August 10th, 2021.